probably one of my all-time favorite foods, but since I know how to meal prep them for the freezer, I absolutely love them. First, let's talk about the tortillas. I will be using 6 wheat tortillas for this recipe that have a diameter of 28 centimeters or 11 inches and 200 calories each. I would highly suggest you to buy a new package and don't open it until the very end of the meal prep process. If you open them right away, they will become stiff relatively quickly and you have to reheat the tortillas to make them elastic again. Next is 900 grams of extra lean ground beef. I'm using the 5% fat one, which has around 130 calories per 100 gram. You can use the regular ground beef that has 20% fat, but that has around double the calories. I will add in 150 grams of ground meat in every burrito. Then I will dice 2 big yellow onions. They weigh 125 grams each, so 250 in total. This might seem quite a lot, but when spread into 6 tortillas, it won't be as much anymore. And also, I'm not using any vegetable beside the onion for this recipe. Now let's talk about the sauce. I will add in 300 grams of sieved canned tomatoes and will add in a tablespoon of salt, 20 to 25 grams of black pepper, and also a couple of teaspoons of oregano. Mix everything and you're good to go. You can also add in a pre-made sauce, which will work fine as well. Just check out the calorie label. Pre-cooked sauces usually have double the amount of calories because of heavy added oil. The next ingredient is called Laughing Cow Cheese Wedge. It's a kind of cream cheese and they are packaged in small wedges that have around 40 calories each and taste absolutely amazing. They are awesome to make sauce creamier without adding too many calories. I will be adding 4 of them in total. The last ingredient is 120 grams of fat-reduced shredded mozzarella. You can add another low-moisture cheese like Gouda if you want, that's up to you. Now that everything is prepared, let's get cooking. I will fry everything in the biggest pan that I have. This has 28 cm diameter. I will spray in around 5 grams of olive oil and switch up the heat to medium-high. Now, the first step is to add in the beef and fry it for around 4 to 5 minutes. It will slowly develop browning, which will add a ton of flavor. I will add salt, 10 cranks of black pepper and also a teaspoon or 4 grams of garlic powder. Mix it occasionally until you see some brown spots and almost no red color. That is the time to add in the onions. Fry this again for another 5 to 6 minutes. The onions will also change slowly their color and become translucent and dark. Remember, this is still a medium-high heat. After 11 to 12 minutes in total, I will add in the tomato sauce. Mix everything until the entire beef mixture is covered with sauce and let this cook for another minute. I will try to check for salt. Mine needed another touch of salt and pepper and give everything a stir, and then I will add in the 4 cheese wedges. You will need a spatula now and start to slowly mix this with the beef. It will take around 2 to 3 minutes until the cream cheese is broken down and is fully incorporated. Eventually you will end up with this amazing looking beef sauce that is super glossy and creamy. Now it's time to add in the mozzarella and again mix everything until it's fully melted and transform this to another level. This is exactly what we want. Look at this. Now, before you add this into the tortillas, I would suggest you doing this additional step. Transfer this into a plate and then into the fridge for around 20 minutes. If you roll them into the burritos right away, the steam will soften the tortillas and they become super soggy when you defrost them. To lower the sogginess a little bit, I will let them cool down. It will be cooled even faster if you have a very big plate where you can spread the meat and press it flat. Like this, the cooling process will be a bit quicker. So in the meantime, I will prepare 6 pieces of aluminum foil to wrap the burritos in. You will also need a scale for this, so prepare that as well. Put the plate with the meat in the scale and press the reset button. Now we'll open up the tortilla package and lay it on top of 1 piece of aluminum foil. If we do this recipe exactly like me, you will add in 225 grams of meat into every tortilla to make them even. If you make more or less, you have to weigh the entire meat mixture and divide it by the number of burritos. Try to put the meat in the mid-lower third of the burrito and spread it evenly out with a bit of space around the edges like this. Now, this is my personal burrito technique. First, I will flip both sides into the middle of the burrito so it looks like this. And now I will pull the lower side of the burrito and roll it slowly to the other side. It really isn't that difficult after 1 to 2 tries, and there you have a decent looking burrito. Now wrap it tight into aluminum foil and there you go. Your first burrito is ready. Repeat the exact same process until you end up with 6 rolls wrapped in aluminum foil. Put them into a freezer Ziploc bag and freeze them up to 3 months. The best and quickest way to defrost them in my opinion is to put them onto a plate and microwave them. I always set the microwave to defrost or 260 watts for 7 to 8 minutes and then after to 620 watts for another 3 to 4 minutes. To be safe, I check them with my thermometer until the interior is hot. One burrito comes in with 513 calories, 42 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat and 46 grams of protein.